Well, hey everyone, welcome. My name is Paul Menifee and I am the Vice President of Recruitment. Today, we're excited to have you join us for the third day of awareness week. And a couple things before we jump in. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna let you know, today, if you're attending, there is actually a drawing that you'll be entered into where anyone who attends any of the sessions the whole week will be put into a drawing for a couple different gift certificates to a couple different coffee shops. And then also there will be one winner for PTK membership for free. So you don't have to pay the fee. And then if you sign up at the end, you sign up and apply to PTK by the end of the day, Saturday, we're actually gonna be doing another drawing for 5 more people to get memberships for free. So keep that in mind as we're going. Also, if you have any questions throughout the entire webinar, make sure to drop them in the Q&A and we'll get those answered at the end, or our panelist, Leslie, she will answer those on the spot if she can, and she'll be dropping links in the chat at the whole time throughout as we talk. Yeah, so for those of you joining us for the first time, PTK is a national and international honor society for students in community colleges. And each of them have their own chapters, and this is ours. So we're the officers for the MCC chapter. And so what we're doing this week is we're just having a series of webinars, 30 minutes or less. Sorry if you hear some noise. My dog just had surgery and he's on a lot of drugs and he has a cone and keeps running into things. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so a series of webinars, 30 minutes or less, where I'm leading conversations with the different officers within our PTK chapter, just so you can get a feel for what PTK is all about and what we stand for. And this week we're talking about the 4 foundational pillars of PTK, which are scholarships, leadership, service, and fellowship. And just kind of talking through what those mean and why they drive what we do and who we are. But today we're going to be talking with the VP of Leadership, Bree, and I'm going to hand it off to her and have her give a little introduction of herself.
Thank you, Paul. Hello, everyone. I'm Brianna Husubin, and this is my first year as a PTK officer. I am a mother of 4, and I'm hoping to graduate next year in 2022 with my associate's degree in criminal justice, and then transfer to a 4-year college with I only have 14 credits left for my bachelor's, so I'm hoping to get that soon after. And my ultimate goal is to open up my own firm as a private detective.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, Bree. Thanks for being here and talking with us. So just getting right into it, why leadership? Why does PTK care about leadership?
Okay, PTK focuses on leadership because it's crucial. And without leadership, we wouldn't be where we are today. At some point in our lives, we've had a leader that had a positive impact in shaping who we are today. And PTK believes we should continue leading others. As good leaders, we empower others and help others grow. When leaders are able to see individuals as authentic and there's a sense of trust built, that can lead to personal empowerment and commitment to drive transformative change. One thing great about MCC's PTK chapter is that we're always thinking of ways to improve our leadership skills. So for example, the president, vice president of our, all of our vice presidents of our chapter and other members of PTK participated in the 2021 Spring Student Leadership Series. This particular series focused on the book, The 9 Virtues of Exceptional Leaders. The virtues we looked at were humility, honesty, charity, balance, wisdom, justice, hope, courage, and perseverance. And then I would like to add, if anyone missed the series and is interested in the topics that I just went over, there is a makeup session over the virtues humility, honesty, and charity tonight at 5:30 p.m. So you can RSVP for that event on my hub. So addition to what we do at MCC, there is Phi Theta Kappa offers members great leadership development material through their site to give you the opportunity to personal and professional growth. So the two main ones I'm going to talk about are absolutely free. They're online and self-paced, and they are a leadership development studies course and 5 PTK Edge programs.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. So let's break some of those down. Can you tell us more about the leadership development course you just mentioned and what that looks like?
Absolutely. So I'm actually taking it myself right now. I'm only in Unit 1, so I can't really elaborate too much about the ending part. But it is it's a nationally recognized course, and it facilitates the development of the student's personal leadership philosophy through personal reflection and is driven by the humanities. It's dialogue-based learning with a combination of classic cases, leadership profiles, my favorite, TED Talks, podcasts, film studies, and experimental exercises. And there are 10 units total. And after the completion, members will receive a certificate.
So when you say dialogue-based, what exactly does that look like?
So it's actually like actual personal experiences from other people. That help you, and you can during the course you actually have to do journals, you have to do discussion questions, so you're actually putting your ideas along with it.
Okay, awesome. And then you also mentioned edge classes. Can you walk us through what those are and what entails of each one?
Yeah, so there's 5 edge classes. The first one is healthcare edge. So it prepares you to successfully transition from your academic program to a career in the health field. So members will learn to engage in effective patient care, grow communication skills with patients and their families, learn how to demonstrate professionalism in a healthcare environment, discover ways to manage self-care, and how to learn to seek and gain employment in the healthcare field, which is awesome because it's really competitive. The second one is Employment Edge. So it is designed to help you successfully enter the workforce. Members will chart their career path, develop a resume, which is pretty awesome because nowadays they change it up all the time on what format you should use, what you shouldn't put in. So that's awesome. Build their digital footprint, learn how to network, and learn how to nail the interview and negotiate their salary, which is always good.
Super important.
The third one is Transfer Edge. So that will prepare you to successfully transfer to a 4-year college, which is awesome because that's super like nerve-wracking when you're thinking about that. So members will learn to understand financial aid and student loans, create a personal transfer timeline, learn how to increase their chance at a selective college and how to make the most out of their campus visits. And they will also learn how to submit a strong transfer application and create a scholarship resume, which will also be great to use, especially with PTK scholarships that Marcus discussed on day 2. So that would be great. And then the fourth one is Competitive Edge, which is all about professional development, and it focuses on soft skills and career planning. So members will learn to communicate effectively, learn how to boost critical thinking and research skills. They will grow their emotional intelligence, increase their cultural awareness, which is really important, especially being in a diverse college. And members will also learn how to get organized, set goals, and test their professional etiquette. And then the last but not least is a favorite one I can't wait to start. It's the Research Edge. So this teaches the principles of conducting scholarly research while introducing you to Honors in Action, which is a PTK's honor program. So in this course, members will explore the basics of Honors in Action. They will learn best research practice and engage in their chapter's Honors in Action. And currently in our chapter, we are gathering topic ideas to research for the project. And a fun little fact is that both the programs I mentioned, the development leadership series and the PTK Edge, Well, currently, Eastern Oregon University became the first four-year college to award college credit for completing those. So I'm hoping that here in the near future, more colleges will pick up on that. So students will be able to get college credit for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That'd be nice to be able to just have a credit.
Yeah.
You mentioned honors and action. Can you talk a little bit about that from like a leadership perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. So honors in action, our chapter at Metro and other students will identify and research an issue on our campus or in our larger community. And then we're going to research into a plan of action by creating a project or event that meets a specific need in our area. And one thing awesome is that it's possible our work could be published in the Civic Scholar, Phi Theta Kappa Journal of Undergraduate Research, which is distributed nationally, which is pretty cool. And it's supported with support from the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation. And it's the first journal of its kind to feature work solely by community college students, which I think is pretty awesome.
That is super cool. I actually saw this pop up. We normally wait till the end, but it's related to this in the Q&A. Someone asked if students who are not officers, can they join in completing the honors and action?
Absolutely. It's part of, I was saying, one of the EDGE programs. So that's offered to all PTK members, not just officers. So absolutely.
That's awesome. And you've said most of this is online and everything, but I was just wondering, is it ever taken with people, or do you interact with people, or is it all mostly recorded, and
So
it's
most
self-paced?
Yeah, so most of it is online. It's self-paced, which is awesome. So there's not really like a timeline when it all has to be done or anything like that. So it just depends on how much time and effort you put into each course. It's nice that they are self-paced because you could take your time and actually absorb the materials discussed. And if you're like me, I have to go over things a couple times because I'm actually a visual learner. So doing it all online is kind of like, whoo, for me. So it's nice that you could just take your time and you're not having to rush or get done within a week on the first unit or anything like that.
Yeah, no, that's really great. You also mentioned how Eastern Oregon's accepting it as a credit, but does that mean for people going to other schools that they'll at least receive some sort of certificate that they can put on their transfer scholarship or credentials or on their resume?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you complete any of the courses PTK offers, you will receive a digital credential, or they are now known as badges. So it's an electronic credential that verifies a new school or skill or accomplishment that you have done. And the badges earned may be displayed across the web to showcase your achievement, which is pretty cool. And another awesome perk is being announced during the regional meeting during Catalyst. So I got to experience that the first time this year, which I was so glad to be a part of. So those that may not know what Catalyst is, it's a virtual, for right now, virtual marketplace where members can explore exhibitors, meet possible employers, learn how about Phi Theta Kappa's programs and scholarship all in one event. And this year it happened in the beginning of April. And it was an honor that any member who RSVP'd through MyHub was able to attend this remarkable event this year, which was pretty cool. That was the first time.
That's awesome. Moving from there, I'm going to ask more of on the personal note. How do you feel that PTK has helped you grow in your leadership personally? And you said you're a mother, so you already have a little bit of skills working with people. But how have you seen yourself grow even from that first course that you're working through right now?
Okay, that's a great question. So honestly, PTK, so I actually joined PTK in October and became a officer in the beginning of this year. So honestly, most of my experience with PTK is while being an officer. So I'm going to touch a little bit on that part. So being an officer has really helped me step out of my comfort zone. And that is amazing because I'm like really, I wouldn't say scared, but I'm just like, I'm comfortable here and I know I'll do good here. So I'm not going to go further than I need to. but it's really shown me that it's okay to step out of your comfort zone and it will help me grow. And it's helped me realize that it's beneficial to do more than what you're supposed to do. So once you do more than you're supposed to, you might not see the benefits today, but down the road, you're going to see the benefits. And I'm so glad that I took the step, became a leader, a vice president, because it's really helped me. I mean, not just in PTK, but it's helped me grow academically in my classes and going above and beyond what I need to do. And I'm just so blessed to be able to be a leader of PTK and have PTK in my life and continue to utilize the resources PTK has to offer beyond being at Metro.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for that. Another thought I just had, with the EDGE program, do you have to be in a particular course of study to complete it?
No, you don't.
Okay.
So they let me go back. Like I'm in a criminal justice program, but there are other people in PTK that may be doing business or whatever their degree is. It's not sorry, I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say, degree specific. So I mean, the only one I wouldn't see like myself taking is probably the healthcare one, due to me not going into healthcare. And I don't really know much about like nursing and all that, so I'm not sure. I mean, I could try it out. It doesn't hurt to try. Yeah. I'll see. Maybe it will help me grow how to effectively talk to families when I'm in the criminal justice field. Right. So it's worth a shot just to try it out. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything if I can't complete it because I'm not in the nursing degree or anything like that.
Right. Yeah. Awesome.
While you're still talking on EDGE, we do have, do you get recognized regionally for EDGE completion?
Yes, you do. Yep. So we actually had 2 people in our chapter, this Catalyst regional meeting. We actually had 2 people in our chapter. Our vice president and president were both recognized for completing the EDGEs.
Awesome. Yeah, well, that's really good info so far. We'll keep taking questions, or we'll start our Q&A session now. First question in that is, how do you juggle PTK with your home life? And is PTK flexible?
Okay, that's a great question. Well, I am a workaholic. So prior to actually being married, I was a single mom. So I kind of know how to balance everything, like my work, my school, and my children. I think having that experience really helped me. So what I do is I actually spend an hour before my actual college class starts, and I look at all my stuff I need to for PTK because it's completely flexible. They're not saying, oh, you got to be here at this time, they're here at this time. They just do ask, you join, if you are an officer, that you attend your officer meetings and that you attend fellowship, which is an awesome opportunity for officers and other members to PTK to just come together and have fun. So I basically just do an hour before my class, an hour after, and then my kids are home, and then I spend time with my kids.
That's great. And then another question, how long do you think the EDGEs would take, or the EDGE programs?
Honestly, I'm just starting one of them. I haven't honestly went into it all the way because I just started the leadership development series, so I didn't want to take on too much, take on more than I could handle. So I honestly feel like you should, if like going back to the leadership development series, since I have more experience in that, I would do maybe 1 unit a week, just so you're not rushing it. Would seem like a pretty good amount of time.
And how many units are in each EDGE program?
That I do not know. I do know for the leadership development series, there are 10 units.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah, because before you can actually go in and see what goes on in the or in any of the EDGEs, you actually have to start it. So I personally, I'm not sure if there's any officers on here that could jump on that have completed it, that could help me out. But I can only speak on the leadership one.
Here's a question I'm kind of aimed at you, I think, because you talked about how you were a little nervous and stuff before. What is your advice on how to develop leadership for those of us who are very shy outside of the EDGE courses?
Okay. That I would say get involved with fellowship. That way you can start interacting with other people that you don't know. Like today, I was super nervous. I reached out to my team. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I have like a fear of public speaking. But like I said, PTK has brought me out of my box and they're like, you can do this. Let's do this. Because in my outside of college and when I do my career, I'm going to have to eventually do public speaking. No matter what field I am, I'm going to have to do public speaking. So I'm really glad that they're telling you, hey, we're here with you, but you can do this. Let's do it. And so I think that's one thing great about PTK is, we're here for you and we're a team. No matter if you're an officer or not, we're all one big team. And so come to fellowship. Let us know, hey, I have this fear. How can I improve it? And we could find resources for you to do it.
Yeah, no, that's really good. It's something we haven't talked about for those of you watching. We haven't actually talked about fellowship yet, so you might not even know what that really means. We'll get into that actually on Friday. But for now, it's basically a time where the PTK members and officers have time to get together and just kind of hang out, but also develop as leaders, but have fun and get to know each other. So it's much less formal, less pressure area for you to build and grow in as a team. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Another question, do the advisors help students as they fill their officer roles? And we might not have the skills needed to fill those roles.
Oh, absolutely. So they don't just throw you in there and say, hey, you're a leader now, go, they don't leave you dry. They're there for you. I mean, I still use the advisors, ask them for help. Can you help me do this? Or say, hey, I need this done, but I can't get it done. Is there any way you could help me or know someone that could help me? Advisors are amazing. Seriously, they are a lifesaver. And that's why they won an award, because our advisors at MCC are amazing.
Yeah, I just realized we actually haven't really talked about advisors through this series yet. Can you give us just an intro who our advisors are, / do they work at the school? Are they just normal academic advisors, or are they specifically PTK?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do, I'm going to go by their first names if that's okay. So we do have, so we have Lindsay, that's an advisor. So she actually works at the college. We have Tiffany, that is an advisor, and she works at the college as well. And then we have Allie, and Taylor. I do not believe they work at the college, but I could be corrected. I'm not 100% sure. And then we have, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to think. We have Lindsay, Taylor.
Yeah. Oh, I think there's one more professor.
We have Robin, and she's awesome. So she actually is the head of Beta Pi Beta. Okay. If I believe right. And then we have
Dr. Curley.
I'm not sure.
I think someone just sent me a message from our team saying that we have Dr. Curley, who is the ethics teacher.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yep. I didn't know. Off the top.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. Sorry, I'm still, like I said, I'm still new at this and trying to remember everyone.
No, that's good. I put you on the spot without knowing the answer myself. So.
No, that's okay.
Cool. Awesome. Another question came in. If you had free reign, how would you improve leadership with your team?
So honestly, I would make it to where we would be able to physically meet. Right now, that is a huge roadblock is not being able to physically meet. And I feel that if we were all able to physically meet, go out and actually do team building exercises, that would actually like flourish our team and be a positive impact. But unfortunately, right now, due to COVID, we are only virtual. So I feel like that's a huge roadblock. So that's the first thing I would do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, that does make it significantly more difficult, thinking through my experience working in business and such and trying to build a team through COVID. Though it is really interesting, the fact that our chapter seems to have been one that really grew and improved and really took initiative through COVID. And I think our awards at the regional and national level showed that. So
absolutely. I mean, there is a positive, like, you know, for me, like being a mother of 4, I couldn't just hop and go to a meeting. You know what I'm saying? You know, come on, kids, get in the car. We're all going to a PTK meeting. But, and so that's one positive about it. Yeah, is that we can all be there. It's just, you know, when we actually need to be like in a team and get to build trust between each other, we really need to be in person with each other.
Yeah. Another question. What benefits are there for completing the leadership studies?
So you can use it on your resume, which is pretty awesome. I think that is huge, especially now with how competitive it is in the work field. I mean, I feel like no matter what degree you're getting in, it's going to be competitive. And then also, like I said, you get a certificate, so that's pretty cool. I don't know about you, but I like to hang all my stuff on the wall and let people know, yeah, I did that.
That's awesome. That's great.
And then also you grow personally and professionally, and I don't really know how you could get any better than that than growing yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Well, as of right now, that's the last of our questions, but a reminder, everyone attending today and for the rest of the week, you will be put in the drawing for Archetype and Starbucks gift cards and for one free membership. And also still apply to PTK, because if you're here, that means you've been invited, which for those of you who haven't watched the other sessions, many people ask us if it's a scam. And I thought the same thing when I was first
I did too. Yep, I did too. I was like, I reached out to someone like it was actually somebody that I was in class with, and I'm like, so I see this as your name, you know, because we put our names in Zoom when we're online for our classes, and it said they're a PTK officer, and then I was like, so like, really, is that like real? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, because you get this email saying, hey, you have a high enough GPA and you have enough credits, so pay us money and join our membership thing. And you're like, what? But no, it's very real. It's different colleges that have a PTK chapter. They set up a thing with the academic section of the school. And when someone reaches minimum of 12 credits and I think 3.9 GPA or 3.8, something like that, whatever the minimum GPA is, the school sends PTK, hey, these people are qualified for it. So then we send out an email to you. It's not a random scam. So if you apply before the end of the day, Saturday, you'll be put in a drawing and 5 of you will get a free PTK membership waiver for this fee as well. We just got another question. What is the YouTube name so we can watch this later?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It is. Let me get it right. I have it here. Let me see. I believe it's Adulting with Beta Pi Beta, but let me double check because I could be wrong.
I think that's correct. I have that as well.
Do you have it? Okay, because I'm like, I think, but I'm not 100%. Yeah, Adulting with Beta Pi Beta.
Perfect. Yeah. So YouTube, Adulting with Beta Pi Beta, and we'll have the whole series up there by the end of this week, and you can keep watching these or go back. Like I didn't say this earlier, but on Monday, we had a conversation with our president of our chapter, Angie, and we kind of gave a brief overview of what PTK is, the 4 pillars, and answered some common questions. And then on day 2, yesterday, we talked with Marcus, the vice president of scholarships, and he talked us through what scholarships look like, how you can win those, how you can use them, which is, I think, a lot of people joining PTK, that's a big reason they join. When I joined, I honestly didn't know there was much about the leadership training and opportunities like that. I just heard there was free money potentially, and so that's why I joined. And so yeah, go back and watch those as well.
One thing great also, if I may add real quick, about the YouTube is on the YouTube channel is actually the officers that are currently officers, their speeches on to get elected. So that'd be pretty cool. If anyone was interested in learning how to run or what you'll have to do, you do have to submit a video so you can watch those videos and kind of see what we talked about.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, let me see if I'm missing anything. I think that's all I have. Thank you, Bree, for being here and speaking, and thanks for overcoming those challenges that a lot of us have faced throughout our life and being afraid of speaking. I mean, I remember my first couple times ever doing it, I was very nervous. So thanks for doing that, and thanks for all the great information. It was extremely informative, and I could not have done that on my own. So thanks for that.
Thank you. Yeah. And if anyone has questions, you can reach out to the PTK advisors. Like I said, they are absolutely amazing. Their email is ptk@mccneb.edu, or you can reach out to me. My email is pretty long because I got a long last name, but it's bmhounsougbin@mccneb.edu. So I believe that those will be in the chat if anyone needs those. So yeah.
Yep, Leslie dropped both those in the chat. So
Okay,
I think
awesome.
she also dropped the YouTube. So yeah, so if you want to learn any more, tomorrow we're actually going to be talking about service with Linny, who's the VP of service, and we're going to be talking about what that looks like, why that's important to PTK, and what we do with that. And then on Friday we'll be talking about fellowship as well. Tomorrow's is going to be, I believe, I should have that up already. Tomorrow's at 7:45 p.m. So it's a later one. So hopefully it's post work and post school for most people. Thanks, Bree. Thanks, Leslie.
Thank you.
If you guys have any more questions, just shoot us an email. Thanks. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you.